Hi, this is Seth David for the Sleater Group, bringing to you another special screencast talking about Bill.com. But first, if you really want to learn about Bill.com and a whole bunch of other small business technology applications that will improve your business by increasing efficiency, cutting down on the time you have to spend on your accounting to free you up to focus more on your clients, cutting down on your clients' time so that they'll appreciate you for suggesting these products to them if you're their accountant, then you got to come to the Sleater Group Roadshow, coming to a city near you starting July 17th in Tampa, Florida, July 18th Atlanta, Georgia, July 19th Newark, New Jersey, July 24th Dallas, Texas, July 25th Chicago, Illinois, July 26th Denver, Colorado, July 31st Los Angeles, California. Come and see me. I'll be at that one. August 1st Seattle, Washington, and August 2nd in San Rafael, California, the San Francisco Bay Area. Come on down. It's at the most $69. And if you're an accountant, bring all the clients you want to register at no additional cost. Make sure you sign up right now for the Sleater Group Roadshow, coming soon to a city near you. Stay tuned now for part 2 or chapter 2 of my review of Bill.com. We're going to show you how to set up your bills in Bill.com. Welcome to Chapter 2 of my review of Bill.com. This time we're going to be looking at the payables. In Chapter 1, we looked at just the overview, how to get it set up, how to get the sync going with QuickBooks. And now we're going to focus just on the Bill.com side. Because if you've seen the sync, then you understand that everything you do in Bill.com will seamlessly sync right back into QuickBooks. So now the issue is, how do I use Bill.com? And the first thing you're probably going to want to focus on is how to get the whole payable side of things set up. Because let's face it, this is a big part of the reason why you would set up an account with Bill.com, is to automate the process, or substantially automate the process, of handling all of your payables. So bills come in, they go into an inbox at Bill.com. Once they come into an inbox, you get to decide what happens with that bill, whether it actually gets approved for payment or doesn't get approved for payment. Whatever your process is, you can set that up right within the framework of Bill.com. Now, you can get bills into Bill.com in 2 different ways, essentially, really 3. One is to simply upload it. So somebody emails you a PDF, you save that PDF on your desktop and upload it right here to Bill.com. Another one is to set up a fax with them so that you can invite your vendors to fax you their bills. But probably the thing that makes the most sense, at least to me, is to set up a unique email address and have your vendors simply email the bill to that unique email address. They can email it as an attachment, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you right here in this segment. So here's an email that I got from one of my vendors, meeting1.com. This is a telephone conferencing service that I use. Notice it comes in as an attachment. I'm going to forward it. And what I need to do next, actually, is contact them and have them update my email address so it will go directly in to Bill.com. So I'm going to simply forward this email to my special email address, which is right there. It's Nerd Enterprises Inc. at Bill.com. Don't go forwarding me your bills unless I legitimately owe you the money. So once I enter that email address and click send, it forwards. Let's refresh the inbox here. We'll go to received, and of course it may take a minute before the bill actually shows up here, but not too long, because here it is. So on 2 refreshes, it's in and it's processing, it looks like. So we just need to give it a minute. Then once the bill's processed, we have a choice as to what we can do with it. We can, out of this, it comes in just as a document in the inbox. We can either create a bill, or it might be a credit for a vendor, or we can mark it as payment received. And down here we can choose it. We can set it up simply as a document. Now, if you set it up as a document, that means it's not a bill. So remember, these are, whatever you choose here, they're all sort of mutually exclusive of one another. So what I would want to do is create a bill out of this. So I click Bill. Very simple. And over here, I start filling out my options real quick. And I just put in who the vendor is. So as you can see, there is going to be a certain amount of sort of babysitting of the data. I can put in the payment terms, 50% down, net 30, whatever that is. I can even leave that blank. The invoice date, 6/30/2012. The due date, I guess, would be net 30. So whatever, call it July 30th. The amount, $98.23. And if I want, I can split this up and describe multiple accounts if it did in fact describe different things. If not, it remembers the account because I've entered a bill from this vendor before. And I can put a description in the bill. This is my teleconferencing service. And then here I can put a note to payers and approvers. So remember, if you have a bigger company perhaps than what I've got, you're going to set up people who receive the bills and sort of put them into the system. Then it might be somebody else who actually approves it. And then a third person, that would probably be me in my company, who actually, approves the payment on the bill. So I can add approvers to this bill. I don't have anybody else from my organization on my Bill.com account, but if I did, this is where I would check off add approvers to this bill, and then I'd be able to do that probably in the next screen. So once I click next, it says batch completed. Where do you want to go next? I can schedule a payment for bills ready to be paid. So I can click this, and I can essentially say pay this bill, and I can pay it right out of my bank account because I've set my bank account up in Bill.com. And this comes in handy on both sides, by the way, because now as I start working with more companies who also use Bill.com, the money transfers in and out of our bank accounts between one another seamlessly. So it's a beautiful setup, really saves time, really provides a convenience. Stay tuned. We're going to be rolling out more videos on Bill.com to let you know. If you have questions or comments, please post your comments below. I invite your questions. I love to get them. Oftentimes it gives me ideas for more videos I can produce. So don't hesitate. Ask your questions. Post your comments. If you're using Bill.com, share your experience. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. We might even be able to get your feedback right over to the company at Bill.com such that they can use that to make improvements to the product. So please don't hesitate. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.